What's up, YouTube.com? It's your boy, John McGarrett's, and I'm here with day 34. Missing out on 33. Wait. December 6th, December 7th, December 8th. No, so I took one day off. I think 2 days off. I don't know, man. I took a couple days off. This is day 30. We'll just say 34. Took a couple days off because I hit a wall. Been doing this hard for over a month now. With the daily posting on the first channel, giving my commentaries and stuff. But then also doing big short waves, like an experiment where I spammed a shit ton of shorts in a few days. That allowed me to get over my 26 videos in my one day and hit my goal of actually being able to produce 20 videos in one day. And now I want to do more, but I needed a break. And it was the weekend and some other family stuff popped up. And family stuff always pops up. You just got to adjust. But my views did go down from the 500 per day to about 230 per day, but I expected them to go down a lot further than they did. But what I seemed to have happened, the first thing I noticed from my experiment with my shorts then, was that YouTube takes turns putting your content out. Like if you put up a lot of shorts, then what I learned from that is that YouTube puts you out on its time, not your time. So like if you do a daily upload or something like that, or multiple daily uploads, it's going to be kind of like at the algorithm's discretion whether it's going to get fed into it or not. That's kind of what my takeaway here is. Now we have a few days of experiments here. So we got December 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them were 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, kind of got fed, but not really. Then day 2 of that was December 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shorts got fed. And 1, 2, 3 videos got fed into the algorithm pretty hard, or kind of hard, or one got fed really hard, and then a bunch of them did kind of hard. And then December 5th then is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I did 15 videos that day, and like one got fed in. And one thing I want to note is that I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, another thing that's more important is that I did start a bunch of Discords for each of the channels. And there is going to be a YouTube tips one, my main one and the tips channel I want to make. Those are ones I want to particularly focus on. So as you can see here, we have like all the Doge memes because it's kind of like my favorite. It's been my favorite meme since all memes or whatever, since the internet. So yeah, Base World, this is going to be like the main one, and that's what's going to be in the description too. And then I'm going to have a tips one. I might as well put the tips one in there too, but these are just going to be communities that I'm going to start to just like coach for free. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to keep grinding, and I'm going, like, my goals are monetization and to be largely successful on the platform. And every little piece of content strategy or anything like that I want to give away, because like I don't know, I have this like thing inside of me that wants to do everything what everybody else is charging hundreds of dollars for free to just give to the public, so that more people, I want my life to mean something, and part of that meaning is I want to give people sustainable business advice. I want to coach, I want to help, I want to lead groups of people into prosperity. You know what I mean? Like I want to personally pull people out of poverty in America, in the world, wherever I can. And like since I'm kind of landlocked, like IRL, off the internet, the only way I can really reach people is just by spurging into the mic every single day and just hoping that people get some value out of what I'm saying. So that's essentially my mission statement for the channel or whatever, is that I just want to help people, bro. Like not like if I had money I'd give it away, but I'm giving it all to my family, and just like, you know what I mean, like I wish I had more. But yeah, that being said, like I can give away knowledge that I do pick up because I try to learn really hard, and I dedicate a lot of time to this. And okay, so that's enough for my little self plug. But if you guys are interested in communities and building and just talking and coaching, and if you have questions or anything like that, I may know or I may not know, but I'll try my best to answer everybody's questions. I'm always on my phone. My phone is in my pocket, just buzzing all day, and I'm always responding. I've been terminally online since I've been a little kid. But yeah, so hopefully that okay, so that sounds kind of good. So then let's just kind of look at relook at my inventory here. So like I did take that day off because all right, yeah. So I took that day off because I crashed really hard because I've been going hard as hell. If we go to my output videos here, I do have that whatever amount. Plus now I have multiple folders. This system I feel is really good for the batch processing. Like it's easy too because like all this folder's a little bit mismatched because that was from I grabbed these from a while back. This is from like looks like a different month, fifth month, whatever the fifth month of the year is, but whatever. And then November right here, and then I have 12 too. But like if I keep using my same strategy, which is down the list reset, that means all these are already primarily formatted, so it'll be easy for me to upload them because all I have to do is go down the list in my mind. So that's like my main channel, that's my YouTube tips, that's Roblox, that's a Bible reading, which I did before the 7 days, but still, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot more. This is a very good format. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, well, this is clips now, so 3, 6, 8. So it's 16 videos in there potentially, and then 4 we have like 14 and blam. So like essentially like my strategy of just building an inventory, not really worried about uploading because I'm just min maxing essentially. I'm min maxing what I'm good at. And what I'm good at is grinding because of like old school RuneScape and my 10 years of factory experience manufacturing of just doing the same cycle over and over again. So when I get into a trance, it really pops off. If I get into a trance and I have like a system, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're at a factory, you're doing some sort of job, you practice one item whatever you're working on and you practice it until it's good enough that the QC gives you the sign off or the management gives you a sign off, and then they just leave you to do that for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? That's the factory life. So then like when I created that standard for these videos and I start like repeating that cycle, I can pump out a shit ton of content. And yes, it may not be the highest quality, but it gets to a standard. The only standard which I know since I'm a one-man band, I get to a certain standard, which I developed through experimentation through sequential processing to get videos that produce like 75 views to 1,000 views. You know what I mean? So like I have an idea in my mind of how to produce videos that get consistent amount of views. So if I were to produce 20 videos a day that all got 74 views, potentially that would be 74 times 20. That'd be me getting 1,480 views a day, which would have a CTR rate of like $3. So per 1,000, so that'd be 1.48 times 3. So like I'd be able to make $5 a day. You know what I mean? And that's just a start, okay? And then you might have those like like you may have outliers that do less than that, but there's outliers that will do better than that. Like for instance, if you get the right idea, if you guess the right idea, then you might get some videos that do 1,000. So I mean, like as a baseline, making $4.50 a day with something that's a hobby, that's pretty nice to me because potentially then you're making 1,000 extra dollars a year, which comes out to be about 75 cents raise on your normal paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing this outside of my free time, not sacrificing my family, not sacrificing anything for this because all of the content creation is happening in the morning before anybody's even awake. I get up at 3 o'clock every morning for the people who are here first. I get up at 3 o'clock and I produce content until 6:45. 6:45 I go to work from 7 to 4. I come home, I run, I lift weights, I do the dishes because I'm starting a chore cycle to expand that, and then from about 5:30, then I'll shower, then I'll cook dinner, and then I will just hang out with the family until about 8 o'clock, 8:30, and then we'll all go to bed, and I'll rinse, repeat that. And I do that. That's my like machine operator cycle for my day. And I'm just slowly adding on more and more progression, which a lot like blows me up. So like when I hit a new level of content creation, for instance, and another thing I did is I invested a little bit into a $20 mic so that I can shoot more shorts at work. And I'm just always trying to just add more and more and more, just get more volume, whatever I can tolerate, so that I can just increase the amount of feedback I'm getting from the cycles and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. I hope that I get successful because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of like the YouTube advice that people get. Like I was just watching one this morning and it's like it's it's good stuff. Like one I saw that was like, well, I wrote it down in my journal. Oh, and I start the morning every morning before I start making content is writing in my journal, 1 page. And today I did 2 pages since I skipped a day. But what was it? I was writing down stuff they said that was like kind of interesting. Audio is everything, so that's good. Yeah, because if you can have an audio that with a shitty video, that makes sense. Because a lot of people do listen to a lot of different types of format. They'll listen to what you have to say, even if your video's shit. Because the audio is what's like creating images in their brain, more so. Um, I just kind of disregarded a lot of what they said. The early days, you have permission to try things and fail. That's okay. Total views is kind. Oh, audio is everything. Focus on the first 30 seconds. Oh, yeah. Focus on the first 30 seconds, gateway into your video. That's kind of like your gateway into the world of your whatever. And see, like most people will click off in 30 seconds and stuff like that. But then I kind of said to myself here, I don't know. I get the feeling I'm just gonna not give a fuck, and that'll get me further. So that's like essentially, but like the tips that you keep getting from these videos and stuff, they do seem useful when you hear it, and it makes sense, makes you feel good, and like they have the social proof of most of the people that are saying this stuff that having like a very large following to prove it. But to me, it's just like I don't know. I get this like instinct inside that there's a lot more to the story than that. But essentially, I feel like you just need to get creating and experiencing and developing your own nuances because everybody's experience is going to be unique. It's going to be the same, but it's going to be unique because you're unique, which I know that sounds kind of hippy dippy to say, but everybody is unique in some way. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you're there at your computer living your individual circumstance, though it may rhyme with other people's circumstances, it is not the same. So, with that being said, that's why I think like having the Discord and then maybe talking to people personally and just discussing or whatever, and just like constant uploads of little tiny nuances, tiny little things, the little bite-sized advices inside of the entire grand scheme of it is going to be hopefully effective for people as I learn stuff, like I said. Anyway, so now to add up all the views and then get that updated, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be less than I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a big dip in my yearly views. So the reason why we're doing yearly views here again, just to reiterate for people, is that we want to track because an average yearly view is going to feel good when you see it on like today. Okay, so this is like a dopamine trick and it's a math trick to see if you're tracking good. So you have 457 views per 48 hours. Okay, that kind of sucks. Feels like it sucks. But if you take that over a year, you have 83,000 views. If you keep doing the same, if you keep making the same decisions that you're doing, if you're consistently doing the same thing at this point, you should get about 83,000 views in a year. And then I saw some video about how you should try to shoot for 89,000 views, or just say 90,000, just to keep it simpler math, because there's some sort of sub to view ratio that you should be able to get. If you did this in 1 year, you should be able to get 1,000. Whatever. So that's kind of like a simple math trick. So then I just like, oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, so yearly views is the metric we should be going for. So then I'm just recording all the views over the channels. Like for instance, this first one was 86K, but then I made a decision change the next day and I got 131. Then I made another decision change the next day and I got 230,000. So that's kind of the idea from here. But yeah, we're gonna add up all the views and then we're re-record. But because I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a dip in my hits from the break, but that's not a big deal because part of the strategy I do is I just go hard, kind of like Mr. Beast kind of gave me the permission to do that because he, so we're adding them all up and dividing, sorry, plus 10. He gave me permission to do this because he does the same thing and he's number one. So essentially you just work as hard as you can until you hit a wall and then you just fucking crash. So this should be 0 because the Roblox one only really has views right now as I post, but I'm not really doing that. This is kind of doing 47 views a day, not bad, which is fine for no labor. Whatever. Bible reading should be 0 because I have not been posting because I've been producing. Yep. Christian commentary should be about 1 to 2. He's taking a shower, buddy. So we got 1 view there. Yu-Gi-Oh guys should be about 8 to 10. And tracking these analytics will kind of keep it in your mind, keep it fresh in your mind. Wow, 20. Nice. Cool. It'll keep it fresh in your mind because what you track is what you care about. Okay. So if you care about views, yeah. That's cool, buddy. 4 views here. Wow. Okay. This is normally not a lot of views, so. Fortnite, which is really Realm Royale. It's just I'm going to transition into Fortnite. Okay, so 0 views. And as we get down the list, we're going to have less and less videos on these channels, so. Because I'm only able to post, I'm resetting my list every single day. And there's other self rules I needed to, oh yeah, creating self rules. I need to make that a video. I think I'll make that into my YouTube tips. You need a self rule. You need self rules to build systems. Like you can't just get up and go, how do I feel today? And then like base off that. So 0 views again. There's no subs here. I think I only have 1 video, but I have a gameplay video that was kind of interesting. It was like my first take of like playing versus the bots and like understanding how the red alert economy goes. 0 views here. There's people that leave comments that say real, and it's very weird. I don't, when they say that, I think it's not real. Yeah. 15 minutes. 1 view. Oh, wow, cool. We'll take it, bro. 600 so far. No Man's Sky. StarCraft, I think, should get like 50 or something like that. And it's kind of cool. The StarCraft channel has actually been picking up, what is it called? Has been picking up viewership. And Path of Exile 2 came out, so I might need to play that instead of PoE 1, which is kind of cool because like that's what it's going to turn into anyway, but I would need to get permission to buy that from my GF. Make sure we have enough, because I have her to manage the household funds, so she would know. She would have an intuitive feeling if we have the money to spend on it or not. So then we got 52 views there. I'm pretty sure Tier List and Bushcraft are dead at the moment because they are the furthest down the list, so they have the least amount of videos. Oh, look at my face. Look at my face. 0. Okay, so now we have our baseline, which is 655. We'll divide that by 2 because this is our daily view count. So 327.5. We'll just round that down. So 327 times 365. So we're still at 119,000 a year. That's still pretty cool. Okay, so my break caused me to lose. I should write that in. 0. Well, I didn't do the math yesterday. Unknown or NA for 12.7. And also too, what I did yesterday was catch up on my RuneScape series, which required me to log in on 400 accounts and then reset a bunch of trade offers, which took like, I want to say there's like 120 accounts per hour. So if we did that, so it's like 500 divided by 120. It took me 4 hours baseline labor plus then all the distraction labor, which whatever. So at this rate though, that's with no labor as well. So like this would eventually dip down, I think, below 86K, but I think with just the way the nature of my channels right now, it looks like they might be able to get get to monetization over the 1 year, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to like cash my check before how my chickens before they hatch or something like that. But yeah, that's essentially the breakdown. And again, please subscribe. Ojama Garrett's. Oh, and this I just saw like this one dude make a comment about quality over quantity, and that just triggers me all the time. It's quantity over quality, just so everybody knows. And ojama is a Japanese word that literally translates to nuisance, and I always thought that. I always thought that from like these guys. I don't know. This is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and that's why it's my name. I don't know. I've always been like weird, and people have always treated me really weird, and then like these types of characters are super weird, and I just like, I don't know, just dueling with them and just wrecking people, and they expect to just like road smoke me. I don't know. Just translating literally from nuisance to English is like, okay. that fits me perfectly, because like I said, like when I say things like quantity over quality, that is a nuisance to everybody else who colloquially believes the opposite. But yeah, debate me, bro. Anyway, see ya. Subscribe.